This week on Dude Stuff.
I just wanna party, I ain't tryna be your wife. He just wanna so he gon' buy me what I like. Now he tryna cuff, but I can't give him my whole life. I just wanna party, I ain't tryna be your wife.
What is going on, guys? I've been sent this awesome looking retro e-bike. It looks more like a motorcycle from a company called JANSNO. This is the X70 model. Right, this bike has got two batteries giving a total of 34 amp hours. That is an insane 1,632 watt hours. It is so much more range than most of the other bikes on the market, and the price is very reasonable. I'm going to give you guys a price and everything as the video goes on and tell you all about the bike. But I think what they've done for the money on this bike, I'm blown away already. Guys, check this out. I'm giving away this 3000 watt 60 volt e-bike that hits over 50 miles an hour. Tickets are only £2 and you can go onto raffle.com/dudestuff. Link will be in the video description. And the best part is the raffle ends soon, and this hasn't even hit the value of the bike in ticket sales, so the odds of winning are genuinely really good. Best of luck to everyone. If you haven't already entered, make sure you get your entries in because the odds are super good, and I can't wait to meet one of my lucky subscribers who wins this for just £2. This bike comes into the UK, legal for the UK. Any laws regarding not using a throttle, you don't have to use a throttle. It has got pedal assist, and it's a 750 watt motor on the back. However, it is locked to 15 miles an hour, so for those of you that are worried about the e-bike law in the UK, this bike does come in the country fully legal. Right, so for those of you that wish to unlock this bike, it is pretty easy to do. Well, saying that, there's a couple more steps than you usually have to do to unlock a bike on this. So for starters, you need to disconnect the black and white cable, which is near the controller underneath the seat. What I would suggest doing first of all is removing the white access panel, and you simply just unplug this black and white cable. Bear in mind though that there's a box to house a controller. If the black and white cable is in this, you're going to need to remove the seat to access the black and white cable. Then on the display you need to turn it on, hold the plus and minus key to access the advanced settings, and then navigate with the on button to P08. Set this all the way to 100, and then you're not quite done yet. You need to continue hitting the on button until you get to P14, and this is the controller amps, and it's currently set to 15 when you first get the bike, which brings me to the power. Now they say there's 750 watts, that's what the hub motor's rated at. With the settings of 15 amps times 48, that's going to give you close to 750 watts peak power. However, I recommend taking P14 and setting it to 22, which is the maximum amps for this bike. That is going to give you close to 1000 watt peak power, which is much better. And then once you've done that, you can quite easily hit the plus and minus together again to exit the menu, and your bike is set. Talking of max power, this thing, I've had it out on the flat unlocked and it goes pretty well. I mean, I'm doing 20, 25. This bike will get up to around 30 miles an hour quite easily on the flat ground, which is more than enough for most people. Let's also talk about the batteries, because I don't know what the individual amp hours is for each battery, the one up on top and the one below, but you've got a total of 34 amp hours. And the thing that surprised me even more for the price point on this bike, they actually use LG battery cells, which really surprised me. The branding written on the battery is JANSNO, and I didn't think they'd use branded cells, but they do. Another great reason why I think this bike is very good value for money. The price on the website, on the EU website, is €12.99, I think. I think it equates to around about £1,100 for this bike. And you can make your own minds up shortly when I tell you the full spec of this bike. Now, range-wise is a massive selling point for this bike. The batteries combined amp hours of 34 is way above average of most e-bikes you get for sale. Now that is going to get you anything from around 30-35 miles bottom end, just using the throttle only, right up to website states 120 miles range. Now this obviously depends on a lot of factors, whether you're pedaling or not, whether you're using throttle only, rider weight, whether there's many hills. So like bear in mind there's a vast range of battery range on all e-bikes depending how you ride it. The other thing that I really like about this bike is the lights. It's got full front and back LEDs. The rear light has got built-in animated indicators into the red light, which kind of gives a directional animation to let people behind you know what direction you're turning. And it's got integrated brake lights, so that is awesome. Now on the front you've actually got full-on motorbike style LED indicators. It's full suspension, so you've got big triple clamp forks up front and a shock underneath the rear seat for the rear. Added in with the fat tyres, it gives quite a decent comfortable ride, to be honest. Right, we've got a bridge behind me, a little walkway, public walkway to go up, a couple of short steep slopes so we can test the bike's hill climbing capabilities. We'll do a couple of runs, we'll try it with pedalling and without pedalling, see if it's got enough power to get up a short steep hill. Right, we're lined up ready to get up this steep hill. I'm going to try it first of all with pedalling. You've got two slopes, fairly steep, sort of things you'll come across on urban riding. Right, I'll give it a little bit of gentle pedalling, not going too crazy. So far so good. Flying up there fine. Get around this tight bend. Using the throttle to keep me going. And yeah, no issues at all. It's not going to get you out of breath with the electric power. Right, we've done it with pedalling, so now we're going to try it throttle only power in 3, 2, 1, go. No pedalling at all to help the bike this time. I wouldn't say it's flying up here, but it's got enough power to get up. We're going to start from standstill on this second hill. Throttle power only. Full throttle. 6 miles an hour. 7. We're picking up speed. If this was a longer hill, 10 miles an hour at the top. Other features about this bike I like, the fact it's actually got metal pedals, which is just, you know, it's not a huge thing, but most of these bikes come with cheap plastic pedals. You've got decent metal pedals. The display isn't a full colour display, unfortunately, but it don't matter. It gets the job done. It's got all your trip computer, your level power modes, you know. It's got all the information you're going to need from a display. It gets everything done. Charging time on this bike is about 6 to 8 hours, and that's to be expected with a, you know, large 34 amp hour battery, or 2 batteries. So, you know, that's not bad. Most e-bikes normally 4 or 6 hours anyway, so it's pretty decent. You're not going to need to charge this very often, depending on how often you ride it. It's got really good range. Build quality seems pretty good. It's the first e-bike I've reviewed by this company, JANSNO. This bike weighs in a fairly hefty 40 kilograms, but it doesn't feel that bad. I mean, it shouldn't be much of an issue anyway. I don't see, unless you're carrying your bike up the stairs, you're literally getting on it and riding it. So most of the time, it's not an issue, and it pulls its own weight pretty well. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with JANSNO as an e-bike company. I really like it when bikes are in a different kind of style to the usual boring drab stuff you get. I think it looks quite cool. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to check out JANSNO's website for the best deals on getting this bike from a legit source. I'll put the link in the video description. Right, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in a video soon. Take it easy.